Hi, it's Jesse, and today I want to talk to you about flexibility, mobility, and just being physically prepared to do your job. Right after we log on, we sit in an ambulance, we respond to calls, we're often sitting, and that leads to problems. And for EMS professionals, it's important that we take at least 2, 5, 10 minutes, depending on you, warming up, or at least preparing your body to do your job. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna walk you through several lazy stretches just so that you're ready for the start of your shift. We have with us Ryan, who's gonna demonstrate. And so what Ryan's demonstrating now, this first stretch, he's gonna stand feet together or butt shoulder width apart, and he's gonna lean back, all right? He's gonna kind of extend at the lumbar spine and pull his shoulder blades back together. He's gonna hold the stretch 10, 20, 30 seconds. Okay, this next stretch, he's going to lightly, and he's not gonna crank on his neck, but he's gonna stretch the back of his neck muscles. This next stretch is a really good stretch to do for your upper trapezius muscle. I mean, we have to carry equipment, oxygen and med bags, and our traps carry quite a load. This is a really good stretch to do, and I would encourage, you can't tell, or you may be able to tell, is he's pushing down with one hand, and he's pulling with 1 or 2 fingers the opposite way. And this is a really good stretch for the upper trapezius muscle. I would also encourage you, if you're going to do some stretching, move a little bit before you stretch your muscles. You never want to stretch a cold muscle. Okay, so what Ryan's demonstrating now is a upper arm stretch. He's cranking or pulling on his elbow, and he's stretching his tricep muscles. He's also stretching a little bit of latissimus on his left-hand side as well as his obliques. Try to bring your left, in this case, left shoulder as close to your hip as you can. Okay, so this is a really good stretch for not only the tricep, but for also the shoulder and also your lats, your pulling muscles, right? Okay, front shoulder stretch, right? You can see that, you can notice, and it's real subtle, but Ryan does not twist at the hips. All the stretches are coming from above the waist, right? Again, real subtle, small things, but a lot of times when people stretch, they move their hips and they don't really get a good enough stretch for their upper body. Okay, it's a really good stretch. Notice a couple things with Ryan's stretch. Notice how far his arms go beyond his ears, and he does not lean back at his lower back. A lot of times when people are really tight, they will arch back and go into lumbar extension, and that's not what you want to do. You see, if you were to watch him from the side, you would see perfect spinal alignment. Okay, so what Ryan's demonstrating now, he's going to go through some flexion and extension of the hands and wrists. Real passive, nothing too difficult, but this is going to loosen up the muscles of the wrist, hands, and forearms. Okay, what Ryan's demonstrating now is the calf stretch. What he's going to do is he's going to put his heel either on the low step or high step, keep his back nice and flat, and then just kind of hinge at the hips. And he's going to get a nice easy stretch at the hamstrings and calf, believe it or not, if he keeps his foot dorsiflexed. Okay, another really good stretch for your calf. Notice little subtle things. Notice his heel is on the ground. Another way you can make the stretch really effective, if you bend the foot heel that's on the ground, if you bend that knee. If he were to bend that left knee, he would really feel that stretch, really effective. Right, really good quad stretch Ryan's demonstrating. I want to point out a couple things. One, you'll notice that his knee is beyond what would be the plane of his other supporting leg. It's a really good stretch just above their knee in your whole quadricep. So the benefits of doing that are going to be, number one, injury prevention. Right? Number 2 is going to be some type of coordination. If you're more mobile, if you stretch, you're going to be better able to move either equipment or someone. Often they're our weight or heavier. And finally, this so you have some balance. And by balance, I mean flexibility, mobility, and strength. And you need all 3. You need a healthy dose of all 3 of those things. Thanks for watching. Remember to stretch. Please take the time to do some of these mobility exercises and stretches that we do, and get yourself prepared to do your job. And be safe out there.